back to my channel. It feels so weird talking to the camera again since it's been a minute since I filmed. But basically why I wasn't uploading these past 2 weeks was because my iMovie was acting up. I had to update all my computer software, my iMovie software, my camera software, and also the last video I filmed for you guys, I had accidentally, I don't know, somehow deleted some of the footage from it, so I was super bummed because I loved that video and I was really excited about putting it up for you guys. So I refilmed it today, except I tweaked the look and I'm actually so much more in love with the look that I did today than the previous one I did. The previous one I did was more of like a glitter smoky inspired look. Today is obviously a cut crease brown look, and it's not too smoky. It's still very wearable, day-to-day casually, or on a special occasion like date night or just going out for fun. I also did 2 different lips for you guys for this look. If red isn't up your alley, I did more of a nude casual lip as well. So also depending where you're going to wear this look, you can switch up the lip, but I love both. I just kept red on because I think there's just something so sultry and sexy about red. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial.
First, I'm taking my Lorac eyeshadow primer and applying that on both of my eyelids. I'm going to be using a clean synthetic brush to just stipple this in all over the eyelids and make sure my eyes are all nice and primed. After creating a nice base for my eyeshadow, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm going to set the eyeshadow base with this just so that it can transition really easily when I put the colors on top of it. For today's cut crease eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using one of my favorites, my Lorac Pro Palette, and I'm going to be taking the color taupe on a nice blending brush and starting to work that into my crease as a transition color on both sides of my eyelids. After applying the transition shade in both of my creases, I'm going to start to define my cut crease line. So I'm going to be taking the dark deep brown color Sable in the palette with my flat Dior head brush, and I'm going to start to carve out my cut crease. I'm beginning by the end of my eyebrow and bringing it in towards the eyelid, just following my natural shape of my crease, making sure to wing out the line near my eyebrow to give us a nice winged cat eye effect. Next, I'm going to be taking this small, flat, fluffy NYX brush and I'm going to start to buff out the line I just created in my crease. I'm doing this because blending is key in this look. I'm also going to be adding a darker color on top of this, so I want everything to look really seamless and effortless. So I'm just going back and forth, making sure that line is not too harsh. Now I'm going to start to define my cut crease even more, going in with a darker shade Espresso with the same flathead brush, just retracing the line that I created with Sable, just deepening up this cut crease, giving it more definition and helping it to stand out. Trying my best to draw the Espresso line directly above Sable, and then I'm going to go back in with my NYX brush and start to blend those 2 colors together and blend it out so it's a little bit more seamless in the cut crease. Now to make sure everything is extra seamless and blended, I'm taking a clean blending brush and going over the cut crease line, making sure to blend both of those shadows together really nicely over the transition color. Now I'm going to begin carving out my cut crease with my new favorite concealer, the NYX HD concealer. And I'm just taking this on a small flathead concealer brush and starting to trace and map out my eyelid, keeping the concealer directly on top of my lid, making sure not to go above the line that we created with the cut crease with espresso and sable. This is something that you just have to take your time doing, just so that you avoid mistakes, and it's really easy to clean up if you do make a mistake. But I'm also dragging this out towards the wing, creating more of a clean cut line that's going outward to give the cat eye effect. And then I'm also going to start to bring that concealer down to fill in where under the wing is going to be. Now I'm going to be taking my Dior flathead brush once again, and I'm just defining the cut crease a little more with a little espresso, just very lightly over the lines that we already created. Then in the same process that we created the original cut crease, I'm taking my NYX and my clean blending brush and just buffing in the shadows, making sure everything's nice and blended and flawless. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm taking my DiorSkin art pen and tape and applying that to the edges of my eyes so I can make a very nice and clean cat eye. So I'm just beginning my wing at the end of my eyebrow and bringing it in towards my inner eyelid. Now that the eye look is almost complete, I'm just freshening up my cut crease with the same concealer and concealer brush, just redefining it. I'm going to throw on some lashes and then it's on to foundation. I'm using my faves, my Forever and my Air Flash, and I'm going to be applying this with my MAC stippling brush all over my face, and then I'm going to begin blending that out with my beauty blender. For concealer today, I'm taking my NYX Liquid HD Concealers in green first, just to counteract some redness under my eyes and some darkness. And I'm buffing this out with my Beauty Blender. And then after this is all blended out, I'm going to be taking my lighter liquid concealer and applying that to where I normally highlight my face. I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder as usual with my Beauty Blender to set my under eyes. I'm not baking, just setting so I don't get any under eye creases, and I'm just applying a very light amount, not heavy whatsoever. Then I'm taking this fluffy Real Techniques face brush with my Dior compact powder, just giving my skin a nice matte finish and a little bit more of a tan with my pressed powder. Then I'm going to be moving on to my contour using my Beauty Box Sculpt and Glow Pro Contour Palette. I'm going to be taking these two bronzer shades here at the bottom and mixing them together with my Cosetti bronzing brush that I am in love with. I think I'm going to do a review on those brushes. I got them from my cosmetology school and I'm really impressed and in love with these brushes. But anyways, just using this brush to carve out the hollows of my cheeks and just contouring as usual and bronzing up the rest of my whole face. Then I'm going to be taking this flathead Beauty Box brush and I'm going to use it to define my nose contour, just give my nose a little thinner appearance, drawing out the lines, and then afterwards I'm going to be taking a clean synthetic brush and blending out all these harsh lines so that it looks really seamless. Then on to my favorite part, highlighting. I'm taking my Anastasia highlighting brush and glow kit in the highlighter color Bubbly, and I'm applying this on all the high points of my face, the top of my cheekbones on both sides. Run this on my nose and my cupid's bow as well, and then I take my MAC pencil brush and I also apply Bubbly in the inner corner of my eyes just to make me look more awake. Then I take my Dior Flathead Foundation brush in my Dior Forever Compact that's in a lighter shade than my actual skin tone, and I start to carve out my contour just to give it a little bit more of a clean and defined look. And then I take the color Golden Bronze with my e.l.f. blush brush, my favorite blush brush, and I apply this on the apple of my cheeks. This just gives me a really bronzy effect, and I know it's not really meant for blush, but I love it as a blush. I think it looks really nice in the summertime and a nice healthy glow. Then I take a stippling brush and I blend that all out and together, making sure that I don't have any harsh lines and that everything looks really seamless together. Now I really want my highlight to stand out in this look, so I'm taking a little bit more, my MAC Mineralized Finish and my Urban Decay Setting Spray, and I'm going to be applying this all over to my face, making me nice and dewy for the moment. Then I'm running my same Anastasia brush into the Mineralized Finish and applying this over everywhere I previously put, of course making sure to get my nose and Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to be taking my art pen once again and freshening up my eyeliner on both sides. Then taking my Dior white eyeliner pencil with my Beauty Blender, slightly pulling down on my under eye and applying my bottom eyeliner. Then I'm taking my Dior Show Maximizer and applying that on both sides of my bottom lashes as usual before applying my Dior Show Mascara to my top lashes on both sides. Making sure to get my false eyelashes blended in, and as usual I'm taking my Dior Show New Look and applying that to my bottom lashes first. I'm wearing my Dodo lashes today in D305. They are my absolute favorite right now. I also have a promotional code which I'm going to put in the drop bar for you guys, so if you like these and want to try them out, you can save and slay with me. Now I'm going to hydrate my lips before I apply my liquid lipsticks with my favorite Creme de Rose lip balm by Dior. It's rose scented and it's just super moisturizing on the lips. I'm going to do two different looks for you guys today. First is a nude with my Kylie lip kit in Dolce that I'm applying as my base all over. And then afterwards, I'm going to be applying my favorite lipstick from MAC at the moment, which is called Honey Love, which is also a pinkish nude. And I think this is just the cutest combo. I'm just obsessed with it right now. I've been wearing it like every day. You can really wear this color like any occasion, but I just thought it was super cute and matched with the cut crease look for a more softer vibe. And then I'm taking my Dior flat concealer brush with some foundation and cleaning up my lip line just to give it a really nice clean and cut lip appearance. Moving on to lip number 2, I wanted to do something a little bit darker and sultry, so I'm taking my Jordana lip liner and I am applying this on my base of my lips, just outlining my lips and kind of filling it in as well. After applying my lip liner, I'm going to be taking my favorite Anastasia color, which is Heathers, and applying this right on top of where I applied my liner. Now that the red lips are on, all I have to do is my hair and this look is complete. Thanks for watching and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe.